Close your eyes and picture a place where neon lights reflect off glass towers, where mountains rise behind ancient palaces, and where centuries-old traditions meet cutting-edge technology. Now open them because you are about to begin a journey through South Korea, a country of contrasts where the past and the future live side by side. In this documentary, we'll explore South Korea's most iconic landmarks and hidden gems, discover its fascinating culture, and taste the flavors that define it. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tell me in the comments which part of Korea you dream of visiting the most. Fun facts about South Korea. South Korea is a land of fascinating stories and surprising facts. Did you know that its alphabet, Hangul, was created in the 15th century by King Sejong, designed to be so simple that even commoners could learn it in just a few days? Today, Korea is known as one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world, with the fastest internet speeds and innovations that reach far beyond its borders. But beyond technology, Korea is deeply rooted in its traditions. It is home to 15 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, from ancient temples to royal tombs. Country's food culture is world famous, with kimchi alone having over 200 different varieties. And of course, South Korea's global influence through K-pop and K-dramas has captured the hearts of millions worldwide. A nation of resilience, creativity, and tradition, that's the story of Korea. Seoul, tradition meets modernity. Our journey begins in the beating heart of Korea, Seoul. Here, the ancient and the futuristic stand side by side, creating one of the most fascinating cities in the world. The first stop is Gyeongbokgung Palace, the largest of Seoul's 5 grand palaces. Built in the 14th century, it was once the seat of power during the Joseon dynasty. Each morning, visitors gather to watch the ceremonial changing of the royal guard, a colorful tradition that brings history to life. Not far away is Cheongdeokgung Palace, a UNESCO World Heritage Site famous for its secret garden. Strolling among its ponds, pavilions, and old trees feels like stepping into a living painting. Just beyond the palace walls lies Busan Hanok Village, where hundreds of Hanok traditional Korean wooden houses line the narrow alleys. Many of these homes have been turned into cultural centers, craft shops, or tea houses, giving travelers a glimpse into the lifestyle of old Korea. To experience Seoul's artistic side, head to Insadong. This lively neighborhood is filled with antique shops, art galleries, and calligraphy studios. It's the perfect place to pick up traditional souvenirs or enjoy a quiet cup of green tea. From history to modern life, Seoul is also a global shopping capital. In Myeongdong, neon signs blaze above endless fashion stores and street food stalls. The air is filled with the sound of sizzling tteokbokki and sweet hotteok, tempting every passerby. For a burst of color, visit Dongdaemun Design Plaza, a futuristic landmark designed by the world-renowned architect Zaha Hadid. Its curving silver facade is a symbol of modern Korea and a hub for design and creativity. As night falls, the city takes on a different energy. From the observation deck of Seoul Tower, you can watch millions of lights flicker across the sprawling metropolis. It's a breathtaking view that captures Seoul's vibrance. But even in such a fast-paced city, there are moments of calm. Along the banks of the Han River, locals gather to picnic, cycle, and fly kites. Families and couples share fried chicken and beer as the sun sets behind the skyline. This balance of tradition and innovation, energy and peace, is what makes Seoul unforgettable. It is a city that never stops moving, and yet always welcomes you to pause and take it all in. Jeju Island. Leaving behind the capital, we travel south to a place unlike anywhere else in Korea, Jeju Island. Born of volcanic fire millions of years ago, Jeju is a land of dramatic landscapes, mysterious caves, and gentle coastlines. It is often called the Hawaii of Korea, but in truth, Jeju has a beauty entirely its own. the center of the island rises Halasan Mountain, Korea's highest peak. This dormant volcano is surrounded by trails that lead hikers through dense forests, colorful wildflowers, and eventually to a crater at the summit. On a clear day, the view stretches endlessly across the sea. Scattered around the island are the famous Jeju Island trails, a network of walking paths that wind through villages, forests, beaches, and cliffs. Each trail reveals a different side of the island, from peaceful countryside scenes to rugged coastal views. One of Jeju's most extraordinary natural wonders lies underground, the Manjangal lava tube, one of the longest lava tunnels in the world. Formed by flowing magma, its massive chambers and unusual rock formations are a reminder of Jeju's fiery birth. Coastline offers its own treasures. Waterfalls like Gyeongju and Jongbang cascade into turquoise pools, while volcanic cliffs meet the ocean in dramatic fashion. Sandy beaches such as Hyopji and Yungmun invite visitors to swim, surf, or simply relax. But Jeju is not only about nature, it is also about culture. The island is home to the Haenyeo, or sea women, who for generations have dived without oxygen tanks to harvest shellfish from the ocean floor. These incredible women, some well into their 70s, are a living symbol of Jeju's strength and resilience. No visit is complete without tasting the island's specialties. Sweet Jeju mandarins, fresh seafood, and black pork barbecue are among the flavors that make this island unique. Whether you're standing at the top of Halasan, walking along a windswept trail, or watching the Haenyeo dive into the sea, Jeju Island feels like a world apart, a place where the raw power of nature meets the quiet strength of tradition. Gyeongju, the ancient capital. From the volcanic landscapes of Jeju, we now journey back in time, to a city often called the Museum Without Walls. Welcome to Gyeongju, the ancient capital of the Silla Kingdom. For nearly 1,000 years, from the 1st century until the 10th, Gyeongju was the beating heart of one of Korea's greatest dynasties. Today, its temples, tombs, and monuments tell the story of a golden age of art, science, and spirituality. One of the city's crown jewels is Bulguksa Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built in the 8th century, this Buddhist temple is a masterpiece of architecture, where stone stairways lead to ornate wooden halls and pagodas rise gracefully against a backdrop of mountains. Each detail reflects the devotion and craftsmanship of the Silla people. Hidden in the hills above Bulguksa lies another treasure, the Sukagurum Grotto. Inside this stone sanctuary sits a massive granite Buddha, serenely gazing toward the sea. Surrounded by celestial figures carved in stone, the grotto is considered one of the finest achievements of Buddhist art in Asia. Across the city, the landscape is dotted with ancient burial mounds known as tumuli. These grassy hills may look like gentle knolls, but beneath them lie the tombs of Silla kings and nobles. Tumachong, the heavenly horse tomb, artifacts such as golden crowns, weapons, and jewelry reveal the wealth and sophistication of this ancient kingdom. As the sun sets, Gyeongju takes on a magical glow. Anapji Pond, once a royal pleasure garden, shimmers with reflections of pavilions lit by lanterns. Walking here at night feels like stepping into another era, where history and beauty merge seamlessly. Yet Gyeongju is not just about monuments. Its markets bustle with life, offering local specialties like sambap, rice wrapped in fresh leaves with a variety of side dishes. The city may be ancient, but its traditions are still alive, passed down through generations. Gyeongju reminds us that Korea's story is not only one of rapid progress, but also of deep roots that stretch back over a millennium. Here, the past is not forgotten. It continues to shape the identity of a nation. Busan, energy of the coast. From the ancient capital of Gyeongju, our journey continues south to Korea's second-largest city, Busan. The Seoul is the heart of Korea, then Busan is its soul by the sea. A vibrant port city, Busan is where sandy beaches meet soaring skyscrapers, and where the pulse of modern life beats alongside traditions of the coast. The most famous landmark is Haeundae Beach, a stretch of golden sand that draws millions of visitors each year. By day, families and travelers relax on the shore, and by night, the skyline glows as music and lights transform the beachfront into a lively festival. Nearby, Gyeongju Beach offers a more urban vibe, with its perfect view of the massive Gyeongju Bridge. When the bridge lights up after dark, reflected on the waves below, it creates one of the most iconic nightscapes in all of Korea. But Busan is not only about beaches. Its cultural heart beats strongest at the Jeju Fish Market, the largest seafood market in the country. Here, vendors call out to customers, tanks bubble with live crabs and fish, and the salty smell of the sea fills the air. You can pick your seafood fresh and have it prepared on the spot, a true taste of Busan. For something more colorful, wander through the narrow lanes of Gamcheon Culture Village. Once a humble hillside settlement, it has been transformed into a maze of brightly painted houses, murals, and art installations. From above, the rainbow-like view is unforgettable. On the city's edge lies one of Korea's most beautiful temples, Haedong Yeonggangsa. Perched dramatically on cliffs by the ocean, this Buddhist temple offers sunrise views that inspire both awe and peace. The sound of waves crashing against the rocks mixes with the quiet prayers of visitors, creating a sense of harmony between nature and spirituality. Busan is a city of contrasts, busy yet laid back, modern yet traditional, energetic yet serene. It's a place where you can enjoy fresh seafood at a bustling market in the morning, sunbathe on the beach in the afternoon, and watch the city sparkle from a high-rise bar at night. In Busan, the energy of the coast flows into every moment, leaving you with memories that stay long after you've left its shores. DMZ and Korean War History. From the lively streets of Busan, we head north to one of the most unique and tense places on Earth, the demilitarized zone, better known as the DMZ. Stretching 250 kilometers across the Korean peninsula, this heavily guarded strip of land separates South Korea from the north. Paradoxically, it is one of the most militarized borders in the world, and yet also one of the most peaceful, as nature has reclaimed the land untouched by human settlement for decades. Visiting the DMZ is like stepping into a living history lesson. Panmunjom, also called the Joint Security Area, blue conference huts straddle the border itself. Here, South Korean and North Korean guards stand watch, sometimes just meters apart, a stark reminder of the peninsula's division. One of the most striking places is the third infiltration tunnel, discovered in the 1970s. Dug by North Korea, it was designed as a secret route under the border. Walking through its narrow, dark passage feels eerie, a reminder of how fragile peace can be. Nearby stands the Dora Observatory, where on a clear day you can look across the barbed wire fences into North Korea. It is a strange and haunting sight, villages, fields, and mountains that seem so close yet remain out of reach. To understand the DMZ, you must also understand the Korean War. Fought between 1950 and 1953, it devastated the peninsula, leaving millions dead and families permanently divided. Though an armistice was signed, no peace treaty was ever concluded, meaning technically the two Koreas remain at war to this day. And yet, despite the division, the DMZ has become a place of hope. Occasional talks and symbolic gestures of reconciliation have taken place here, reminding the world that peace, though fragile, is always possible. Standing at the DMZ is unlike any other experience in Korea. It is not only about borders and conflict, it is about reflection, resilience, and the longing of a people for unity. Korean culture and lifestyle. Beyond its history and landscapes, South Korea's true heartbeat lies in its culture and daily life. One of the most visible traditions is the hanbok, the traditional Korean dress. Flowing in bright colors with graceful lines, the hanbok is still worn during festivals, weddings, and national holidays. In places like Seoul's palaces, you can see young people renting hanbok to honor the past while making new memories. Daily life also reflects Korea's long relationship with tea and ritual. Traditional tea houses, especially in neighborhoods like Insadong, offer a moment of calm amid the fast pace of the city. The preparation and serving of tea is seen not only as refreshment, but as a form of respect and connection. But Korea is not frozen in tradition. It is a country where the modern thrives alongside the old. K-pop music and K-dramas have become global phenomena, shaping fashion, language, and even tourism. Fans from across the world visit Korea to walk the same streets as their favorite stars, proving how far the Korean wave, or Hallyu, has reached. In the evenings, another side of Korean lifestyle comes alive: the noribang, or karaoke rooms. Groups of friends gather in private booths, singing late into the night, laughing and sharing food. It is a snapshot of the joy and closeness that define Korean social life. Technology also plays a big role in everyday living. From ultra-fast internet to high-tech subways, Korea is one of the most connected countries on Earth. Mobile apps handle everything from paying for coffee to ordering late-night snacks, showing how innovation is seamlessly woven into daily routines. And yet, at the core of it all is something simple: the warmth of the people. Koreans are known for their hospitality and strong sense of community. Whether it's sharing a meal, helping a visitor, or celebrating together, life here is built on relationships. Culture and lifestyle of Korea reflect its soul, a blend of timeless tradition, cutting-edge modernity, and human connection. It is this harmony that makes Korea not just fascinating to visit, but unforgettable to experience. Food journey across Korea. No journey through Korea is complete without exploring its unforgettable food. Here, every meal is more than nourishment. It is culture, tradition, and community served on a plate. On the streets of Seoul and Busan, vendors prepare Korea's most beloved street foods. The fiery red spice of tteokbokki, chewy rice cakes simmered in chili sauce, warms you on a cold evening. Sweet hotteok pancakes, filled with cinnamon and sugar, melt in your mouth as you wander through busy markets. Skewers of odeng or fish cakes are served steaming in hot broth, a comforting taste of everyday Korea. For a more social experience, nothing beats Korean barbecue. Gathered around a grill built into the table, friends cook slices of marinated beef or sizzling samgyeopsal pork belly. Wrapped in fresh lettuce with garlic, chili paste, and rice, each bite is a perfect harmony of flavors. Barbecue is not just about the food, it is about sharing, talking, and connecting. And then, of course, there is kimchi, the soul of Korean cuisine. Spicy, tangy, and full of life, kimchi is served at nearly every meal. With hundreds of regional variations, from cabbage to radish to cucumber, kimchi reflects the diversity of the Korean table. Traditional dishes like bibimbap, a colorful bowl of rice, vegetables, egg, and chili paste, showcase Korea's love of balance and presentation. In Gyeongju, the birthplace of bibimbap, the dish is elevated into a true work of art. To accompany the food, Koreans often enjoy soju, the country's most famous drink, or the milky rice wine known as makgeolli. Sharing a glass is a gesture of friendship, and the ritual of pouring for one another reflects deep respect. From bustling street corners to quiet countryside kitchens, Korean food tells the story of a people who value community, flavor, and tradition. It is a journey for the senses, one that leaves every visitor with memories as rich as the meals themselves. Hidden gems of Korea. Beyond the well-known cities and landmarks, South Korea hides treasures that many travelers never see, places where tradition, nature, and serenity come together. In the countryside, the Anong-haho folk village preserves Korea's past. Here, thatched roof houses and winding dirt lanes recreate the atmosphere of centuries ago. Traditional mask dances, passed down through generations, tell stories of joy, satire, and spirituality. Far to the south, the Bosong green tea fields stretch like waves across rolling hills. The vibrant rows of tea bushes create a landscape so perfect it feels painted. Walking among the fields with the aroma of fresh leaves in the air is an experience of calm and beauty. Nature reveals another wonder at Seoraksan National Park. Towering granite peaks, dense forests, and cascading waterfalls make it one of Korea's most breathtaking hiking destinations. In autumn, fiery red and golden leaves transform the mountains into a living canvas. Equally enchanting is Suncheon Bay, a wetland of tidal flats and reed fields. It is home to countless migratory birds, offering a peaceful escape into Korea's natural rhythms. and in Gyeongju Village, history and food meet. More than 700 traditional Hanok houses stand preserved here, creating a timeless backdrop for exploring narrow streets, craft shops, and local cuisine. It is also the birthplace of bibimbap, giving visitors a true taste of Korea's culinary heritage. These hidden gems may not always appear on the front of travel brochures, but they reveal Korea's soul in quiet, unforgettable ways. For those who wander beyond the usual paths, the rewards are endless. These hidden gems may not always appear on the front of travel brochures, but they reveal Korea's soul in quiet, unforgettable ways. For those who wander beyond the usual paths, the rewards are endless. I hope this journey has inspired you to experience South Korea for yourself, not just its famous cities, but also the hidden places where true magic lives. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment about the place you'd love to visit most, and share this video with fellow travelers. Until the next journey, goodbye and see you in Korea.